15 intriguing facts about Freddie Mercury. Welcome, life theorists. Get ready for a journey that will rock your world. We're diving deep into the life of a man who dared to be different, who shook the world with his voice, and left an indelible mark on the fabric of music history. Yes, you've guessed it right. Today, we unravel the enchanting story of none other than Freddie Mercury. From his humble beginnings as Ferik Bulsara in Zanzibar, to becoming the frontman of one of the most iconic bands in the world, Queen, Freddie's life was nothing short of a roller coaster ride. We will delve into his unique vocal prowess, his charismatic stage presence, his influence on the LGBT+ community, and much more. We'll also shed light on the lesser-known aspects of his life, his songwriting skills, his love for cats, and his enigmatic private life. You might think you know Freddie, but there's always more to uncover. So, fasten your seatbelts, life theorists. It's time to step into the shoes of the man who defied conventions, and in doing so, became a legend. Are you ready to ride this bohemian rhapsody with us? Let's get started. Number 1. The transformation from Ferik Bulsara to Freddie Mercury. Born on the faraway shores of Zanzibar to Parsi parents from India, Freddie Mercury, originally named Ferik Bulsara, lived a life far from ordinary right from the start. His parents, Bomi and Jabulsara, sent young Ferik to school in India, where he began training in piano at age 7. Little did they know, their son was destined for more than just tickling the ivories. At school, his fellow students found it hard to pronounce his name, Ferik, so they started to call him Freddie, a name that would later resonate with millions of rock music lovers worldwide. Returning to Zanzibar and then moving to England due to the Zanzibar Revolution, the young Freddie found himself drawn towards the musical effervescence of the 60s. His exposure to diverse cultures from a young age is often credited as an influencing factor in the eclectic mix of his music later in his career. As he became deeply involved in the London music scene, he started referring to himself as Freddie Bulsara, aligning with the westernized version of his name he had adopted at school. It was during this time that he met Brian May and Roger Taylor, the future members of what would become one of the most iconic rock bands in history. Freddie's charisma, confidence, and raw talent left an indelible impression on May and Taylor. The final transformation from Bulsara to Mercury occurred as their band gained traction. The name Mercury was derived from the Roman messenger of the gods, reflecting Freddie's flamboyant, larger-than-life stage persona. It's fascinating to witness how the journey from Ferik Bulsara, a shy boy from Zanzibar, to Freddie Mercury, the frontman of Queen, is a tale of relentless pursuit of passion, self-belief, and transformation. And this, dear life theory learners, is just the beginning of the enigma that was Freddie Mercury. Number 2. The birth of Queen, from struggling musicians to global superstars. As the echoes of Freddie Mercury's transformation reverberated, the music scene of London was ready to be rocked. The birth of Queen, however, was not an overnight phenomenon. It was the result of years of struggles, grit, and relentless pursuit of musical perfection. Freddie, then known as Freddie Bulsara, was closely associated with a struggling band called Smile that consisted of Brian May and Roger Taylor. When Smile's lead vocalist, Tim Staffel, decided to part ways, Freddie saw an opportunity. His vision was to create a band that was not just about music, but an experience, a spectacle that could electrify audiences. Thus, he stepped in as the lead vocalist and invited John Deacon to complete the quartet as their bassist. The band initially struggled to secure a record deal, facing rejection time and again. Yet, their unwavering faith in their music led them to self-finance their debut album. It was during this period that the band officially took on the name Queen, a decision that was met with mixed reviews due to its controversial connotations. Freddie, however, stood firm, believing the name was strong, universal, and immediately impactful. The breakthrough finally came with their second album, Queen 2, which led to their first UK tour. But it was the album, A Night at the Opera, featuring the groundbreaking track Bohemian Rhapsody, that cemented Queen's place in rock history. The band's unorthodox style, theatrical performances, and Freddie's flamboyant stage presence captured the world's imagination. From struggling musicians performing in small college clubs, they had transformed into global superstars, filling the world's largest stadiums. The birth of Queen is a testament to what can be achieved through perseverance, vision, and a dash of flamboyance. It teaches us that the path to success is often lined with obstacles, but the view from the top makes it all worthwhile. After all, as Freddie Mercury famously said, "We are the champions, my friends." Number 3. The iconic vocal range, dissecting Mercury's musical genius. What truly set Freddie Mercury apart and propelled Queen to dizzying heights of fame was undeniably his extraordinary vocal talent. His voice was as enigmatic as the man himself, captivating millions with its flamboyance, intensity, and sheer range. Freddie's voice was, in many ways, a language in its own right, communicating emotions, weaving stories, and creating an indelible connection with listeners. He was gifted with a remarkable 4-octave vocal range. From powerful, resonant lows to spine-tingling, soaring highs, Mercury's voice could do it all. He could transition seamlessly from a growl to a falsetto, blending rock and opera in a unique melange that became synonymous with Queen's style. But it wasn't just the range that was intriguing. His voice was characterized by a certain raspiness, a distinctive vibrato that added an edge to Queen's music. He had a natural baritone but was widely known for his tenor parts. Freddie's intuitive understanding of musical scales, combined with his intrinsic sense of rhythm and melody, allowed him to use his voice as a potent musical instrument. One of the greatest showcases of his vocal prowess is the song Under Pressure, where he trades lines with David Bowie, another music legend. Their voices intertwine, each distinct yet complementary, creating a spellbinding auditory experience. Equally noteworthy is Bohemian Rhapsody, where Mercury's voice traverses different musical styles with absolute ease. Interestingly, a group of Austrian, Czech, and Swedish researchers conducted a study on Mercury's voice. They concluded that the vibrato speed and the use of subharmonics might have contributed to the richness of his voice, aspects not commonly found in classically trained singers. Freddie Mercury's vocal abilities were a testament to his musical genius, proving that he was much more than a flamboyant showman. He was a virtuoso who pushed the boundaries of what was musically possible, leaving an indelible mark on the world of music. His voice continues to inspire musicians worldwide, echoing the timeless nature of his talent. Number 4. Bohemian Rhapsody, the masterpiece that redefined rock music. A 6-minute suite, a mix of ballad, opera, hard rock, and progressive rock, Bohemian Rhapsody is undoubtedly one of the most distinctive and innovative pieces of music ever created. Coming to life through the enigmatic genius of Freddie Mercury, this audacious composition remains as fresh, thrilling, and perplexing as it was when it first aired in 1975. Mercury started writing Bohemian Rhapsody while he was still in art school, a testament to his visionary talent. And although the song was primarily his brainchild, Queen's other members played crucial roles in bringing this masterpiece to life. The band spent weeks in the studio, pouring their heart and soul into this ambitious project, striving for absolute perfection. Bohemian Rhapsody pushed boundaries in every conceivable way. From its structure and thematic content to its intricate harmonies and groundbreaking recording techniques, the song dared to be different. With no chorus, it defied traditional song structure, unfolding like a 3-act play. This daring decision was part of its magic. It was a track that dared to break the rules. The lyrics, which Mercury famously described as just random rhyming nonsense, continue to spur debates among fans and scholars alike, who seek to understand the complex layers of meaning within them. But despite the mystery, the emotional resonance of the song is undeniable. The song's operatic section, a mind-blowing blend of Mercury's raw vocal talent and innovative multi-track studio magic, is often cited as its defining moment. It's here that Bohemian Rhapsody soars from being a song to a full-fledged auditory spectacle. The iconic music video, too, was a trailblazer, revolutionizing the way music was promoted and establishing the music video as a crucial medium for artists. Bohemian Rhapsody catapulted Queen to international stardom and is often hailed as one of the greatest rock songs of all time. It remains a testament to the creative genius of Freddie Mercury and his lasting impact on music history. This masterpiece didn't just redefine rock music, it redefined what was considered possible in popular music. Number 5. Mercury's stage presence, captivating audiences worldwide. A magnet for the eyes and the ears, Freddie Mercury was a force of nature on stage. With his flamboyant persona, fierce passion, and mesmerizing stage presence, he held audiences worldwide under his spell. His ability to captivate thousands of people, making every single person feel seen and heard, was nothing short of magic. Mercury's flamboyant outfits were as much a part of his stage presence as his music. From his iconic Harlequin suit to his trademark white tank top and tight-fitting jeans, every outfit was a statement, a bold declaration of his extravagant personality. He understood the power of visual imagery and was unafraid to express himself through his fashion choices. But what truly set Mercury apart was his raw, unfettered energy and passion on stage. Whether he was sitting at his piano, lost in a ballad, or strutting across the stage, Mercury embodied the music, becoming one with the rhythm and the melody. His physicality was dynamic, commanding, filled with an infectious energy that spilled into the crowd. Mercury knew how to work a crowd like no one else. His rapport with his audience was extraordinary, engaging them, interacting with them, and making them an integral part of the performance. One only needs to watch his performance at Live Aid in 1985 to understand this, how with just a few gestures, a single note, he could hold an entire stadium in the palm of his hand. His vocal prowess was awe-inspiring, yes, but it was the way he used that voice on stage, the emotional depth he brought to every performance, that truly defined him. Mercury sang with an intensity and emotion that reached out and touched the hearts of his audience, transcending language and cultural barriers. Mercury's stage presence was a complex, intoxicating mix of talent, charisma, bravado, and raw, unapologetic emotion. His performances were more than just musical acts. They were spectacles, immersive experiences that left audiences in awe, earning him his place as one of the greatest performers in rock history. Number 6. A hidden talent. Freddie Mercury's skills as a songwriter. An individual of immense talents, Freddie Mercury was not only an extraordinary vocalist and performer but also a masterful songwriter. His contributions to Queen's discography highlight his incredible ability to compose songs that are both musically complex and emotionally resonant. Freddie Mercury's songwriting process was very much like his personality, unconventional, creative, and unfettered by traditional norms. He often wrote songs in his head, meticulously crafting each note and chord progression in his mind before ever writing them down. This innate ability to visualize music made him a prodigious composer who could produce stunningly intricate pieces with little more than his imagination. Mercury's songwriting prowess was as versatile as it was unique. He was unafraid to experiment with various musical styles and genres, often blending rock with classical, opera, and gospel. This versatility is vividly displayed in Queen's diverse catalog, where no two songs are the same, and each one carries Mercury's distinct signature. Songs like Bohemian Rhapsody, Don't Stop Me Now, and Somebody to Love not only display his technical mastery but also his ability to convey profound emotion through his lyrics. His songs could make you tap your feet, stir your soul, and, at times, even move you to tears. His words were not just lyrics. They were stories, deeply personal and universally relatable, touching upon themes of love, loss, longing, and liberation. Behind the flamboyant showman that the world adored was a sensitive artist, a poet who communicated his deepest feelings and thoughts through his music. Freddie Mercury's songwriting was a mirror into his soul, a testament to his profound understanding of human emotions and his ability to translate that understanding into music that resonated with millions around the world. Freddie Mercury, the songwriter, was a genius in his own right, his work standing tall among the most iconic songs in rock history. His songs continue to inspire and move generations of music lovers, reaffirming his legacy as one of the most influential songwriters in the world of music. Number 7. His love for cats, the soft side of a rock star. It's not often we associate rock stars with a softer, domestic side. Yet, when we delve into the life of Freddie Mercury, we encounter an unexpected passion, a deep and enduring love for cats. The man who commanded massive arenas with his powerful voice and captivating stage presence shared his home and heart with a multitude of feline companions. Freddie Mercury's affection for cats began when his girlfriend Mary Austin brought home a pair of kittens named Tom and Jerry. Freddie, having grown up with pets in Zanzibar, instantly fell in love with them. This marked the beginning of his lifelong devotion to cats. Over the years, his family of cats expanded. Freddie shared his home with as many as 10 cats at one time, each one named and loved dearly. There was Tiffany, a blue point Himalayan, Delilah, a mischievous tortoiseshell who was the apple of Freddie's eye, and many others. These cats were more than just pets to Freddie, they were his family. He spoiled his feline companions rotten, treating them with the same affection and care that one would extend to a child. From specially prepared meals to personalized Christmas presents, no expense was spared for their comfort and happiness. He even had portraits painted of them, and his jackets were often embroidered with their images. When on tour, Freddie missed his cats terribly. He would often call home just to speak to them. If a cat happened to be in the same room as the phone, his assistant would hold the receiver up to the cat's ear so Freddie could chat with them. Such was his love for these feline companions. Far from the spotlight, in the quiet comfort of his home, Freddie Mercury, the rock star, became Freddie, the cat lover. It's a side of him that not only humanizes the legend, but also reveals the depth of his capacity for love and compassion. This love for cats offers a peek into the soft, gentle heart that beat beneath the flamboyant exterior of one of rock's greatest legends. Number 8. Mercury's flamboyant fashion, defining a personal style. When you think of Freddie Mercury, it's hard not to imagine his vibrant, flamboyant fashion sense that was as big and charismatic as his personality. Just as his music left an indelible mark on the world, so did his distinctive personal style. Let's delve into how Mercury's fashion helped to define his identity and change the face of rock music. Freddie Mercury was never one to shy away from the spotlight. He lived his life on his own terms, and his fashion choices were a clear extension of his unique persona. His style was eclectic, embracing everything from tight denim and leather to embellished jumpsuits, military jackets, and even ballet tights. In the early days of Queen, his style reflected the glam rock trends of the time. He often sported black nail polish, heavy makeup, and flamboyant, glittering costumes that accentuated his theatrical performances. His style was daring, pushing the boundaries of gender norms and traditional fashion rules. As time went on, Freddie began to experiment with his look even further. He swapped out his long hair and glam rock attire for a cropped hairstyle, mustache, and more masculine clothing. His military-style jackets, tight white tank tops, and studded armbands became iconic during this period. Even in his most casual moments, Mercury always managed to make a statement. One cannot forget his iconic yellow jacket paired with white pants, a crowd favorite during his live performances, or his memorable white and red diamond jumpsuit, a testament to his fearless sense of fashion. Freddie was a performer through and through, and he understood the power of fashion as a tool for self-expression and captivating audiences. Mercury's daring style didn't just define his persona, it also challenged the norms and conventions of his time. He redefined what it meant to be a rock star, fearlessly expressing his individuality through his flamboyant fashion choices. Freddie Mercury was unapologetically himself, both on and off the stage, and in doing so, he left an enduring impact on music and fashion that resonates to this day. Number 9. The enigma of his private life, navigating fame and solitude. Freddie Mercury's public persona was flamboyant, charismatic, and larger than life, but away from the limelight, he was known to be intensely private. His journey navigating fame and solitude gives us a glimpse into the paradoxical life of this enigmatic rock star. Born Ferik Bulsara in Zanzibar, Mercury was always a natural performer. Yet, despite his charismatic stage presence and outlandish personality, those close to him knew a different side. Offstage, Mercury was introverted, reserved, and fiercely protective of his privacy. The dichotomy of Mercury's public and private life was striking. He could command an audience of thousands, his electrifying energy holding every spectator in thrall. Yet, once the stage lights dimmed, he retreated into his shell, cherishing the moments of solitude and shunning the incessant glare of the media. His close friends and bandmates often spoke of his quiet demeanor and his fondness for peaceful moments away from the hustle and bustle of stardom. As he reached the zenith of his fame, Mercury's life became the subject of intense scrutiny. His relationships, his flamboyant lifestyle, and his sexual orientation became constant fodder for the tabloids. Amidst the circus, Mercury remained reticent, refusing to let the world pry into his private life. He once famously stated, "I don't want to change the world with my lifestyle. I just want to be myself." Mercury's battle with AIDS was also kept secret until his death, a testament to his yearning for privacy. In his final years, despite his failing health, he devoted himself to music, creating some of Queen's most poignant works. In an industry notorious for its lack of privacy, Mercury managed to safeguard his solitude and keep his personal life under wraps. It's this enigma that makes him all the more fascinating, a man who lived his life on his own terms, captivating millions with his talent while preserving his personal world from prying eyes. Freddie Mercury, a star that shone brightly on stage, yet twinkled quietly in his private universe. Number 10. Fighting stereotypes. Mercury's influence on the LGBT+ community. Freddie Mercury, with his unabashed flamboyance and prodigious talent, was a figure of immense influence in the world of music, and his impact transcended beyond the stage and seeped into social consciousness, significantly impacting the LGBT+ community. Mercury never publicly labeled his sexuality, but his relationships with men and women were subject to wide public scrutiny. He was, in many ways, a trailblazer in an era when conversations about sexual orientation were often shrouded in discomfort and prejudice. With his dramatic onstage presence, his daring fashion sense, and his lifestyle, Mercury defied the norms and stereotypes, and his persona became a symbol of liberation for many in the LGBT+ community. Even as he battled with AIDS, a disease stigmatized and heavily associated with the gay community in the 80s, Mercury chose to live his final days with dignity, not publicly disclosing his condition until the day before his death. His posthumous statement acknowledging his battle with AIDS brought global attention to the crisis, helping to destigmatize the disease and promote greater empathy towards those affected. His death, however, sparked a much-needed conversation about AIDS, leading to increased awareness, improved research, and better understanding of the disease. The Mercury Phoenix Trust, established in his memory by his bandmates and manager, has since raised millions for HIV/AIDS research, marking Mercury's posthumous contribution to the cause. Mercury's legacy, thus, extends beyond his musical prowess. It's seen in his defiant stand against societal norms and prejudices, in his choice to live life on his own terms, and in his posthumous contribution to AIDS awareness. He remains a cherished icon in the LGBT+ community, representing the freedom to be oneself unapologetically, advocating for acceptance, and fighting the stereotypes that still persist. His life and music continue to inspire and influence, transcending borders, cultures, and generations. Mercury may have left us, but his legacy as a champion for individuality and acceptance lives on, and his influence on the LGBT+ community remains profound and lasting. Number 11. Live Aid, a performance that made history. Every now and then, a performance transcends the realm of entertainment and embeds itself in the annals of history. One such instance was Queen's iconic set at the Live Aid concert in 1985, with Freddie Mercury at the helm, delivering what is often hailed as one of the greatest live performances in rock music history. Live Aid, a dual-venue benefit concert and an initiative by Bob Geldof and Midger to raise funds for famine relief in Ethiopia, was a day that brought together some of the most notable names in music. Despite the star-studded lineup, it was Queen's 21-minute performance that stole the show and has lived on in popular memory. Mercury, with his astounding stage presence, not only enthralled the 72,000 in the audience at Wembley Stadium but also held millions of viewers around the world captive in front of their television screens. He orchestrated a bond with the audience, leading them in what became a legendary call-and-response sequence. The energy, the unity, the euphoria, it was, in many ways, Mercury at his best. Queen's set, featuring hits like Bohemian Rhapsody, We Will Rock You, and We Are the Champions, displayed Mercury's unparalleled showmanship and the band's incredible musicianship. Even though they were one of 74 acts performing that day, Queen's performance outshone others, forever marking their place in rock and roll legend. It was a performance that resonated across the globe, catapulting Queen back to the forefront of the music world and further cementing Freddie Mercury's reputation as a world-class performer. More than just a concert, Queen's Live Aid performance was a testament to the transformative power of music to uplift, unite, and heal. It's a piece of music history that serves as a reminder of Mercury's extraordinary talent, his charisma, and his enduring legacy as one of the most magnetic performers the world has ever seen. Number 12. Mercury's battle with AIDS. Courage in the face of adversity. Life Theory is privileged to pay tribute to one of the most memorable musicians of the 20th century, Freddie Mercury, a man whose talent was only surpassed by his resilience and courage in the face of adversity. Behind the flamboyant stage persona and the powerful voice, Mercury was a private man, battling a disease that was, at the time, largely misunderstood and highly stigmatized: AIDS. In the mid-1980s, when the AIDS epidemic was at its height, Mercury was diagnosed with the disease. However, he chose to keep this information private, continuing to make music and perform, despite his progressively deteriorating health. He continued to record with Queen as long as he physically could, often needing assistance to walk. But the moment he stepped into the recording booth, he would transform, pouring his soul into the music. Mercury's final album with Queen, Innuendo, released in 1991, showcased some of his most poignant work. Lyrics from songs such as The Show Must Go On and These Are the Days of Our Lives seemed to give fans a glimpse into his struggle and his determination to continue creating, despite the difficulties he faced. They were powerful, emotive, and profoundly personal pieces that touched the hearts of many. Mercury officially confirmed his AIDS diagnosis on November 23, 1991, just a day before he passed away. His death was a significant moment in the history of the disease, creating waves of awareness and empathy around the world. Mercury's decision to publicly announce his struggle with AIDS posthumously was a profound statement on the importance of destigmatization and awareness of the disease. Despite the suffering, Mercury faced his situation with fortitude. He remained creative, generous, and remarkably brave, demonstrating an enduring spirit that continues to inspire. Through his music and his life, Mercury teaches us an important lesson about facing adversity with courage, resilience, and dignity. His legacy continues to impact millions, a testament to the power of an indomitable spirit. Number 13. The mystery surrounding Mercury's last days. Welcome back to another exciting segment of Life Theory. In this episode, we delve into the mysterious and often speculated upon final days of the legendary rock star, Freddie Mercury. A man whose private life was as enigmatic as his onstage persona was flamboyant. Mercury's last days were shrouded in secrecy, feeding the curiosity and imagination of fans worldwide. In the autumn of 1991, Mercury disappeared from the public eye, retreating to his mansion in Kensington, London. Outside, the world speculated, but inside, a small, close-knit group of friends and confidants was there to support him. There was a sense of palpable privacy around Mercury's health, which was fiercely guarded. Mercury had always valued his privacy, and his final days were no exception. Despite his deteriorating health, Mercury was said to be in high spirits, maintaining his signature sense of humor and legendary wit till the end. Music, his great love, remained a constant companion. He reportedly continued to compose and record, leaving behind a treasure trove of music that was released posthumously, much to the joy of his fans. His last public appearance was at the 1990 Brit Awards, where he looked frail but still flashed his charming smile to the adoring crowd. Behind the scenes, Mercury was battling his health issues with bravery and determination, showing the same fierceness he displayed on stage. Despite the speculation and curiosity surrounding his health, Mercury only confirmed his battle with AIDS the day before his passing. In his statement, he hoped that everyone would join him, his doctors, and all around the world in the fight against this terrible disease. Mercury's passing was mourned worldwide, but his final days, filled with dignity, courage, and a fierce desire to keep creating, serve as a testament to his spirit. Mercury might have left the stage, but his influence continues to resonate, his life story serving as a narrative of resilience, privacy, and the undying passion for music. Number 14. Leaving a mark. Mercury's posthumous recognition. Life Theory returns to spotlight a significant aspect of Freddie Mercury's extraordinary journey, his posthumous recognition. Long after the spotlights faded and the applause subsided, Freddie Mercury's legacy continues to illuminate the music industry and inspire millions around the world. When Mercury passed away in 1991, he left behind a body of work that was both distinctive and extraordinary. His music, combined with his theatrical stage presence and flamboyant style, had a lasting impact on the music industry. Yet, Mercury's recognition did not stop at his music. Posthumously, he has been acknowledged as a pivotal figure who pushed the boundaries of what was deemed acceptable during his era. In the years following his passing, Mercury's influence has been recognized by numerous prestigious institutions. He was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and the UK Music Hall of Fame. Moreover, his band Queen's song Bohemian Rhapsody was enshrined in the Grammy Hall of Fame, and the band received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. However, Mercury's impact extends beyond awards and accolades. In 2009, a large crowd of fans and music enthusiasts gathered in Switzerland to unveil a statue in his honor. This sculpture, standing over 3 meters high, depicts Mercury in one of his iconic stage poses, serving as a permanent reminder of his mesmerizing stage presence. Additionally, Freddie Mercury's life story has been brought to the big screen in the critically acclaimed film Bohemian Rhapsody, where actor Rami Malek embodied Mercury's persona, earning him an Academy Award for his performance. The film reignited interest in Queen's music for a new generation and reaffirmed Mercury's standing as a legendary figure in rock history. Undeniably, Freddie Mercury's posthumous recognition reflects the enduring impact of his music, style, and personality. His life's work continues to captivate audiences, validating the timeless nature of his art and the indelible mark he left on music and popular culture. Mercury's legacy, like his voice, continues to resonate, reminding us of a star who truly was born to shine. Number 15. Freddie Mercury's legacy, the undying influence of a rock legend. As we conclude our journey through the mesmerizing life of Freddie Mercury, we find ourselves standing in the shadow of an enormous legacy, a legacy that outlives the man himself and continues to shape the world of music. Freddie Mercury was more than a rock star. He was an artist, a pioneer, and a visionary. His unique blend of rock and opera, his unrivaled stage presence, and his unforgettable vocal range all combined to make him one of the most influential figures in music history. But the legacy of Freddie Mercury extends beyond his musical prowess. As a performer, Mercury was fearless. He embraced his individuality and expressed himself with a level of flamboyance and theatricality that was unheard of at the time. In doing so, he became an icon, a symbol of fearless self-expression, inspiring countless others to embrace their uniqueness and defy societal norms. Freddie Mercury's commitment to authenticity extended to his personal life as well. In a time when society was less accepting, he defied stereotypes and bravely lived his life on his terms. Even in the face of his battle with AIDS, Mercury maintained his dignity, his privacy, and his indomitable spirit, further solidifying his status as an icon of resilience and courage. His influence continues to resonate today, with contemporary artists across genres acknowledging the impact of his music and persona on their careers. Queen's anthems are timeless, continuing to inspire and captivate audiences, be it at sporting events, concerts, or even casual social gatherings. Freddie Mercury once said, "I won't be a rock star. I will be a legend." And indeed, he fulfilled his prophecy. He gave the world more than just music. He gifted us a legacy, a timeless celebration of individuality, creativity, and the power of self-expression. So, here's to Freddie Mercury, a man who dared to dream, dared to be different, and in doing so, became an undying influence and a true rock legend. Well, life theorists, what a journey it has been. Together, we've explored the life of Freddie Mercury, delving into his transformative journey, his groundbreaking contributions to music, and the enduring legacy he left behind. We have traversed his path from a young Ferik Bulsara to the charismatic Freddie Mercury, witnessed his rise to global stardom, and celebrated his relentless spirit in the face of adversity. It's clear that Freddie Mercury was more than just a talented vocalist or an iconic performer. He was a force of nature, a beacon of self-expression, and a trailblazer who continues to inspire millions around the world. Whether it's his unmistakable vocal range, his masterful songwriting, his unforgettable stage performances, or his unapologetic authenticity, Freddie Mercury's impact goes far beyond the realm of rock music. He defied stereotypes, challenged conventions, and reminded us all of the power of staying true to who we are. And so, as we conclude this journey through Freddie's remarkable life, we are left with a deeper understanding of the man behind the music and a renewed appreciation for the rock legend that was Freddie Mercury. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Remember, like Freddie, you too have the power to break barriers, make your mark, and rise to heights unimagined. Until our next adventure, keep on rising.